My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to poker. Whew, time to play. Alright, what we've got is our options. Enemies next 3 combats have 1 HP. Could get 1 elite with that maximum. Yeah, maximum of 1 elite. It does allow me to go on a 3 elite path if I do that. Do I care about early relics more than anything else? I don't think I do. Remove a card from the deck. So there's a good point to be made that if I'm going to remove a 1, I don't remove the diamonds first, because then I won't have access to the straight or the flush that both already exist in the deck. I can see that argument. I do kind of want to turn this into a flush deck. So I think what I'm actually going to do is try and remove anything that is not blue or green, just because those start as our most primary colors. So I'll start by removing the 1 of clubs. Because now I still leave a 2 and a 2 and a 2 and a 2. So I still leave myself with the ability to get a 4 of a kind in those. Or, you know, any amount of pairs up until. So I also do want to hit like an early shop and a late shop if at all possible. And it is. This is a garbage hand 2 pair. I'll throw away my lowest. Or do I throw away the 4 of spades? Yeah, I throw away these. They're super unimpactful in terms of... Like, they're increasing my poker hand bonus, but they're super unimpactful in terms of their showdown effect. Alright. That'll work out in the end. Not a really good turn, but yeah, works out. So I'm looking for a 1, ideally, here. Damn. Still, at the very least, almost full defense there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do it. Good straight. Not going to be using many straights there. Fill the pot. Put 3 random non-poker cards from your draw pile into your hand. Ooh, that's interesting for a deck that is not this one. Secret Dealer is so good. I could take a really cheap 2 of diamonds. I mean, 7 of hearts is nice to have, but I can't have a flush that also has the 7 of hearts in my hand. So if I was going for, you know, like 4 of a kind or anything that allows me to get all of my value without, and just float another card to the side, right? So like 2 pairs or 4 of a kind or 3 of a kind, those kinds of things. Then I would take the 7 of hearts so I can pair it with those, but I don't often do that. I think it's just going to be a removal of the 2 of clubs here. I'm also going to be avoiding a lot of enemies this floor. Oh, please get me card removal. Don't you dare give me a curse. Yes! It looked like it was so close there. All right. Getting rid of the 2 of hearts now. Aw, bad Joker. Don't do that to me. Seriously, don't do that to me. There is a 5 left in there. A 1 in 40 hit it, though. Currently, I only deal 8 damage to the lowest HP enemy as well, so I'm not even going to kill them. If I throw the 2 of spades, which is what I would throw in this position... Like, 1 of spades is a downgrade, everything else is an upgrade. Fine. Perfect. That's our straight! 2 of diamonds. Do I do that? I didn't do it last time. Exhaust the card, draw 2 cards. I mean, this could be used to format a build that only gets straights, only gets flushes every turn. But because I'm only getting flushes, I have to use a flush to finish, right? Because a flush, by necessity, is incapable of containing 2 different suits in it. Like, the definition of a flush is all cards of the same suit, right? So while I can get a bunch of flushes and have a really cool effect out of all of that, I'm not going to be defending if I'm aggressing, and I'm not going to be aggressing if I'm defending. So I'm choosing one or the other, which is, I think, the big problem with running a deck that, like, is supposed to exclusively use flushes. But I am, I think, going to go for it still. But I need higher value diamonds if I'm going to take any. Alright, so the Mulligan needs to be upgraded, Trump Strike needs to be upgraded, like all of the base cards that aren't poker cards need to be upgraded. So that's why we're taking this left path that'll allow us to do that safely. Like, I could take one of spades here, but it's dumb. Yeah, this full house is decent damage. I could have taken the one of spades, but the enemy's not attacking that turn. Why do I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I build the wall? That's a reference to a musical, not anything else. 9 of diamonds. That's lethal. It's a reference to the musical Hades Town. I highly recommend it. Recommend that musical. Raise. I mean, raise seems like it'll be important later. I think I take it now, though. There's another damn straight. Don't really want that. 4 of diamonds into the hand. I mean, that enables me to get some block as well as still end up with a straight. Sorry, a flush. So I think I do take Cloak of Diamonds. That's actually really important to me. Anchor started combat with 10 block. Great, great for us. Yeah, 7 of diamonds is pretty good as well. But I think we probably want to upgrade Trump Strike first. Drawing 2 cards from it is really neat. 1, 2, 3. So I'm missing a 3. I don't have access to a 3. So instead, I'm going to try and go for a flush. That'll do it. 1 pair flush. Hell yeah. No, don't need that. I have enough money in this fight. It's probably not going to be enough, though. Alright, give me a 2. Come on. 2 of diamonds. 2 spades is okay. I'm still getting a straight. But I could have had a straight flush. That would have been incredible. No. Another Cloak and Diamond seems good. I do need those eventually upgraded as well. That said, this is 4 of a kind in the opening hand. Yeah, I'll take that. That's also almost all of my most impactful cards in the deck, so like it just gets worse from here on out. Alright, well, bad Joker. See if we get something effective. I'll take the 2 of diamonds. Mulligan this. So I have a full house with the 2s and 3s. And that's lethal. With the poison. Kunai! Yeah, that's never going to trigger for us. 6 of diamonds! Perfect! Exactly the kind of thing that we were looking for. Love to see it. Especially because it actually is a continuation of our whole thing so far. And if I upgrade a Cloak and Diamond, that's a 7. Ooh, okay. Maybe this is a build. I don't know. I'm still exploring. I'm still just having fun trying to find out what's viable and what's definitely not. Okay, so if this gets a 3, we're in a great position, or a diamond. That's a pretty good position. All right. Do I want to wake up the enemy this turn? Yeah, I think I do. There's a 7 of diamonds. This generates a 4. So I'll throw these. Looking for more diamonds. We have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, sadly. But still, 55 damage is nothing to turn my nose up at. Like, throwing the 2 looking for a 5 of diamonds is not going to work. Yeah, none of that's going to help us in any way. That's fine. I mean, this build feels like it's going to work perfectly right up until it suddenly does not and we are dead. None of this goes into the deck. We don't have unique suits. I think we take Sozu here. We do want our card options just so that we can pick up things that might help us form our straights. And the extra energy is also really important so that we can cycle a little bit more, as well as make sure that we can afford to play both of the Cloak and Diamonds. There's a path with 2 upgrades, 1 shop, 1 early elite, possibly 2 shops if I want to dodge. No, not possibly 2 shops. Regardless, I'm starting in this position. Regardless. I'll take the 3 just in case. There's a 6 left in the deck. So if I throw the 3, I could get a 6. So 2, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry. But it's a bit far away. 2 out of 3 chance I end up with it. I could use Gambler's Brew, but I don't want to use the Gambler's Brew because I have a Sozu, so it's like if I throw away the pair right now. I don't think I throw away the pair right now. Okay. Just going to play that, and I'll discard the 2. That's a decent enough turn. 2, 3, 4. I don't have a 5. I have a second 4 that I don't really need right now. Let's throw this. I'm looking for a straight. Sorry, not a straight. I'm looking for a flush. Can we not? Please. Game. 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 I can't play the Cloak and Dagger because I didn't get it fast enough. 15 doesn't even kill this looter. I have to Gambler's Brew. Game! I just wanted the frontliner dead. That's all I wanted there. I am mortified at how that worked out in the end. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. It's a lot of HP we just lost there. 3 of diamonds. I don't know if that's good enough for us. I definitely need some more HP. Maybe I remove Bad Joker at this point. It does randomly get us some ultra high cost stuff. It's whether or not I need that. Very glad to have Anchor on the first turn as well. It allows me to do much more aggressive things that I otherwise might not. Yep. Ooh. 1 pair flush is pretty strong. I think I have, yeah. No, wait. It's 2, 3. Ah, I'm missing a 4. Okay. I could end up with a 4, but also this is just lethal, so. I'm digging flushes as a deck, really. I am. I have to heal here. It's extremely important too. None of these are good. So I'll just take the strength and not use it at all. I think I might take this, take the shop, and then duck up here to get another rest in a shop. So I can get 3 rests, 2 shops, and 1 elite late. Seems good to me. Grab this Cloak of Diamonds. I mean, Gambler's Form... No, I can't afford to use Gambler Form here. It's interesting, but I don't think I can afford to. I mean, it does make it so much more effective. I can't remove all of the defense from this deck is the problem, so I kind of, like, I do want one of the colors to be more present than another color so that it's easier to get flushes, but I don't know if it's going to be reliable enough to have Gambler's Form in the deck as well. Just Gambler's Form has such a large cost associated with it. If I was to remove a card, what would I remove at this point? Probably Trump Strike, actually. Drawing those 2 cards is nice, but playing 1 energy in order to draw those 2 cards isn't that great. No, it's still good. Still good. I think I'm going to hold off at this shop, right? Because the possibility is I remove a card at this shop and then I don't end up with enough money to remove a card at this shop. It's very unlikely, in fact, I end up with enough money to remove another card at this shop. So instead, I'll just skip this opportunity. Ooh. Vajra started combo with 1 strength. Doesn't actually affect us. Like, Trump Strike is the only thing that's affected by that. That said, definitely not going to the hard on this one, so I'll take Vajra, I guess. Girya! You can now gain strength and rest sides up to 3 times maximum. Again, that does not help us at all. It's like getting all of this strength, like 3 strength relics in a row, as well as a relic that is related directly to how many times you attack. This is why I wouldn't be doing a particularly long series on the poker player, because it invalidates so many core mechanics of the game that, like, nothing, like, outside of the Golden Idol, Anchor, and Sozu, I just have no relics, basically. And almost no build for the poker player is going to capitalize upon these relics. Some will, but not many. The fact that there is a rare 2-cost attack that deals 24 damage and gains 4 strength and 4 dex should tell you that strength and dex do not on average mean much to this character. Otherwise, that would be the world's most OP card. But because of the character it's in, it's not necessarily. I think I'd probably upgrade the spade at the bottom. I just want to get all of these spades upgraded. Just going to keep upgrading my lowest cost spade, I think. Eight of diamonds, as well as the 7 of spades. Those are both actually really appealing. Unfortunately, I would only be able to take 1. It's 8 of diamonds, so I need it. This is also Fair License. If you do not play any poker cards during your turn and score any poker hand, gain 2 energy next turn. That would actually be not that difficult for us to do as long as we had other cards that did draw, like Trump Strike and Mulligan do, so that I don't have to cycle poker cards by playing them. Alright. I'm going to try and fish for a good hand opener. Complete garbage. 2, 4, 5, okay, so this is looking for a 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm looking effectively for just Cloak and Diamond right now. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Ah, and here's another example of like a hand that's totally fine, right? I play both of these, and now I have just 2 pair. What am I most likely to not 2 pair with? I guess I throw the 1 or the 2, right? Here it doesn't matter. Oh. Still end up with 2 pair. So we'll discard that. Okay, so here's the extra summon. 2, 3, 5, 6. I mean, 4 is not left in the deck, so I may want to throw 2. I may want to throw 2 and 3, actually. Because the 8 is left in the deck, so I may want to try and build off of that. Ouch. Those are really low cost. Okay, so I'm looking for a 4 by playing this. Didn't get it. That's fine. We still end up with a 1 pair and a flush, but it's not going to be great in terms of our own defense. So yeah, we did end up taking some damage there, but that is a pretty good fight. The Courier, the merchant restocks cards, relics, and potions. All prices decreased by 20%, as well as... no. I mean, Diamond Strike adds another diamond to our hand, and the diamond is 6 on its upgrade. No, but the most important thing about Cloak and Diamond is the fact that it provides us defense and the diamond. So we're just always upgrading the lowest cost spade that we have so that we can try and still have some semblance of defense after our first turn. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh, that'll do. It's a flush and a pair. That will have to do. I feel like this deck is going to be great up until it immediately dies to a boss, just because of the costs of things. I can throw away all of my non-synergistic cards in hand here. I love it. That'll do. I'm loving the flush deck. I really wish I could have gotten that second regen potion. Those stacked are so good. See, now, not only do I have all of those, but all of them are 3s. So, in a pinch, I can just have a turn that's, 3 pair or 4 of a kind. Well, I still end up with a pretty decent hand here. I feel like I may actually need the regen potion at this point, so I'm going to drink it. I'm also going to drink that. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is unfortunately a 7. Throw this looking for a 6. And this looking for a 6. And this, because I'm still looking for defense now. We found the 6. Beautiful. So now I get the straight... Not a flush, but I do get to take one of my enemies out. And fully defend. That worked out really well for us. Okay, let's mulligan all of these low costs. Because as long as I deal any damage this turn, I'm killing that torch head, right? Yep. That'll do it. This deck is very glass cannon. I really wish I had Orichalcum in this deck. I feel like that would make it so much more viable. I've got 3 pair in this deck, like a full house. So I got a 3 pair, 3 and a pair. But if I drop this 5, I'm dealing like 12 less damage. So no, I'm looking for a flush, I think. Ugh. I've got best a 2 pair. Rough. At least the enemy isn't summoning this turn. Okay, they're not attacking this turn, so we actually would have been fine ultimately. Without using the regen potion, that is. This doesn't get that much better than this. I don't know if there's anything that's synergistic with getting flushes, though. One, I don't have access to a 2 yet. Yeah. That had the possibility of getting me a good hand. Let's drop that. Yeah, the regen potion still didn't save me. Oh well. Next lore, this is going to be a concern. Ooh, 10 of diamonds. I need a way to get 9 of diamonds into the deck, but 1000%, yes. Cursed Key is a problem because I just never can put a curse in this deck. Otherwise, I'm denied a card in my hand. Denied a card in my hand means that the poker hands just don't work, right? Again, it's another point of... This is a thing that just does not work with this character. Don't do it. I think we just take Philo Stone. The enemy's getting extra strength is annoying, but us having 1 extra cycle is really, really good. This deck is doing really well with the cycling. So part of me wants to take this path off to the left, right? Early shop, there's midline rest, there's a late rest, there's 3 elites. The problem is those elites will absolutely hand it to me. Because, like, I can deal 70 damage a turn, and that is completely fine. But the giant head still gets to turn 5 and then hits me for 40. Or 30, more realistically. So I feel like I actually need a kind of safe path. I need the path for babies. Find me this baby path. Oh, that'll do. Oh, there it is. Oh, yes. My god, this is so effective. But again, I do think it just immediately dies eventually. Remove a card from the deck. What would I remove at this point? I don't think I remove any of this. Like, if anything, it's the one of diamonds. Actually, it might be the one of diamonds. I always cycle past it if I get it. It's just, it's too low of a showdown effect for me to want to have it. And now I do have the ability to form straights in different ways, so it's fine. Damn it. That is the big problem, right? Cycling into a cloak and dagger, what are they called here? Cloak and diamond. Cycling into a cloak and diamond doesn't really help us. 3, 4. I mean, it's lethal already, so. Maybe I want an 8 of spades just for the final combat. But the problem is the final combat, like, I can't, like, what am I getting from the 8 of spades? Is it going to be in a hand with a bunch of pairs? Very unlikely. Is it going to be in a hand with a flush? Extremely unlikely. Because it can't be in a hand with the diamond flush, and it's unlikely to be in a hand with a poker flush. No, I think I skip again. Maybe it's raise. Yeah, it's raise. Coming pre-upgraded, it's definitely raise. This is going to be an interesting fight. I have a... no, I don't have a straight flush right now. Oh, I'm missing a 9, of course. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'll throw this just in case I end up with 5, 6, 7, 8, a 4. So now I have a straight flush. Beautiful. Although I have to throw my most valuable card to do it. Ah, hell of a lot of straight flushes going on. I'm really appreciative. It's working out a lot better than I thought it might have. Let's upgrade one of these. I may want to defend this turn. Probably unlikely, but I may. Maybe. Throw that. Okay, cool. We're fine now. One pair flush is so good. I think I should have taken more cloak and diamonds. Cycling into them is a problem, but if I have a handful of cloak and diamonds and I just play them all, I get 4 of a kind and probably a flush as well as 14 block. 14? Sorry, 6 block per, so 24. Oh, right. 5 of a kind is possible in this game. Okay, we'd go for that then. I don't need to have the most valuable hand every turn against a transient. I just need to have a hand more valuable than the damage the transient's going to deal to me. So I'm settling for pretty weak hands here. Or rather, hands that are weaker than other hands that I might typically try and set up for, usually. Will do. Next turn is when it becomes a problem. I need like a really impactful hand here. That's good. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe I raise this and then just discard it. Because the straight flush is still pretty damn cool. Hell yes. No, don't need any of those. Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. That is so good for this deck. Unfortunately, we die on turn 2 to the heart, especially due to the fact that we have the Philosopher's Stone, so it's just not at all a consideration. I'm not doing it. I'm very glad that the Cloak and Diamonds showed up early, because otherwise I think I would have spent the entire time going, this would work if I had Cloak and Diamonds. Just gonna upgrade that. Throw it away. Oh no. Oh well. Still decent damage. And even that is as well. That's it. Our defense, well, is a wee bit scary. It's fine as long as I end up with a flush here. We've got lethal. Otherwise, I would have also thrown the 2 and the 3 of diamonds. Another Cloak and Diamond, I'll take it. Pre-upgraded as well, I mean, come on. Lose Trump Strike or raise? Probably raise. Trump Strike giving us 2 cards in hand just to replace itself rather than just replacing itself. It gives us 2 cards, so it's actually card positive. That allows me to make a lot more decisions. Like, it's actually been really, really important to me a couple of times. I'll lose the raise. Regal Pillow, one of your rest, heal addition 15 HP. Extremely unlikely to happen to us, so... Well, I mean, we're not going to the heart, so... Definitely don't go there. I'll take the money. It could be a shop in any of these next question marks. Very much hoping there is. Two, 3, 4, 6, 7. So I'll throw the 2, try and upgrade my hand. 4, 10. So this will kill the lowest HP enemy first. Unfortunately, that's the Darkling that isn't attacking, so I will take 3 damage this turn. Oh well. Still a pretty good hand. Excellent. Let's throw that. Yeah, because I believe in myself. That's a pretty good hand. 1 pair flush. Oh, those 7 of diamonds working with one another. It's beautiful to behold. Another Cloak and Diamond, but I'd have to manually upgrade it myself. I don't know about that. 420 gold for weakness on turn 1. That matters for 1 turn against the Timir, but 1 turn where I can play with the anchor and weakness could actually be really impactful. I can't... I mean, it's the perfect amount of money to spend on something. I can't bet that this space is going to be a shop. Oh, great. Good thing I didn't, because it wasn't. I want none of those. Transient. Game's not really keen on making it easy on me at all here, huh? That's okay. I'm more than happy to fight for it. I will win this run and it will taste all the sweeter because the game clearly did not want me to. What with all the transients? I mean, I do have a straight in hand and a flush in hand, but I don't have a straight flush. Let's throw this 2, look for a straight flush. Ah, it's not gonna work. Oh well. So the final enemy on this floor, the Time Eater, has what, 300, 400 HP, just a bit above that, I think. So splitting them is going to be about 3 turns, and then they pause for a turn, and then killing them is another like 2 turns of taking their attacks. I don't know if we can even win. Oh, Mulligan should have been using that. That's my bad. Yeah, I don't know if we can even win at this point. I think this is a deck that's going to be fine against everything except for a boss because it's so aggressive. Like, 12 block a turn is nice. But the fact that I have such low max HP as this character means that this is less sustainable as an option, I think. Right. One more turn. That'll do it. Woo! It's like our best turn that we defend 12. Or 18, I guess. None of those. Cannot afford to take them. Resting here only gives us 7 HP, but it might be better than upgrading a spade. No, I think I have to upgrade a spade. Especially because it then puts the balance in like 3, 4 of spades, so I can just combo those with one another and get a pretty good block turn. Enemies attacking for a second out here. If only one of these was a 6. I think I'll just let this one go through. That's a full defense as well as... decent amount of damage. I mean, enemy defending that turn is incredible, as well as we have extra energy this turn. I think I do want to defend as much as possible this turn. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to throw away these cards just so that I can trigger Time Warp, because I don't want to trigger Time Warp next turn. And that actually ends up with 4 of a kind. Really good block. The enemy deals a little bit of damage to me there. Thankfully, we're no longer vulnerable. And then this is how I have to end my turn here, right? Enemy's now below half HP. Do I want to play anything here? I suspect I don't. Because I deal damage, but the enemy just heals back up. Okay, 30 incoming damage. Why were we denied a draw this turn? You're only supposed to deny us a draw for 1 turn. Why did you deny me 2? That's really maddening. So I've got 2 pair. I can get some defense and some offense here. I think I just have to go with that. I don't think my hand is getting much better if I keep digging in terms of defense or offense. Yeah, here's exactly what I was talking about, right? We get to a point where I don't think we can really defend enough. 21. So I can defend for 22 this turn. The enemy gets through with 7 damage as well as makes me weak and vulnerable. But this is like the best hand I can have this turn. No, they deny my draw. All right, now we're dead. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen at the end. The max HP for this player seems to be specifically set as low as possible so that you don't end up in a situation like it's set as low as possible so that you don't die to insta hits like just one big execute or one big hyper beam, but it's also set so that you can't forego adding much defense to your deck. I suspected this was going to be a problem, as I said, through the entire run, but I was just kind of feeling it out, seeing if this is a build that works, that kind of thing. Turns out, no. Not in its current format, at the very least. I need to find a way to add more defense to that deck. I wonder as well if maybe there was a card that would have helped that didn't show up. Let me quickly check this. I'm looking for... No, Sharpen wouldn't have done anything. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't know how many of these things would have done everything. Like, Promotion obviously would have been ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, there's a card I still haven't seen? Wild. Choose one from all poker cards out here? No. I don't know if many of these would have... It's Showtime definitely would have helped me. Like, that's double damage for me a lot of the time. Maybe with Gambler's Form? Fake Symbols is entirely unnecessary. Well, Fake Symbols, interestingly, is not entirely unnecessary. It is the card that would have made it work. Here's how. We end up with a flush, but we also keep another card of a different suit in our hand, right? So we get to accomplish defense as well as getting our giant flush bonus. And the giant flush bonus, like having a flush and any other thing layered on top of it, means that that single small defend, like a 4 defend, is going to defend me for, 10, 15, something like that. Yeah. Fake Symbols is what we were missing. Gambler's Form could have worked. We'll see. Right. That's a future thing. Risky Bet would have been incredible for us. Risky Bet actually would have been really, 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 really good. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.